This video is only for educational purposes. Watch and tell us what you learn. Every relationship is beautiful in its own way. If you are living together, living in the same country, or a long-distance relationship. A long-distance relationship is falling for a person who lives far apart. A long-distance relationship is all about mutual understanding between the couple. It is about facing many challenges and still finding a way for love. There is a constant pattern in a long-distance relationship. Here are some of the stages you will face while being in a long-distance relationship. 1. First meeting and desirability. The first stage of a long-distance relationship is meeting each other. The first meeting is the most initial stage of every kind of relationship. In the meetup, you may or may not fall in love at first sight, but you will never forget the charm of your first meeting. The charm of the first meeting is pun intended for most people. The first meeting is all about observing each other's style and personality, which is all about facing each other. It is all about how and in what way you deal with them. In addition, the first meetup in a long-distance relationship is so delightful for both of the partners because they cannot meet each other so casually and easily. 2. Confronting the distance at starting of the relationship. The second of the stages of a long-distance relationship is talking about the distance and what you will do about it. Starting a long-distance relationship is tricky, and both partners should be on the same page. While in a relationship, you have to be honest with your partner from day one. Moreover, you have to tell them about you being apart from your loved ones from the start. Usually, a long-distance relationship begins when you have to move out due to your job, education, or any other financial reason. Be clear, be consistent, and be communicative to your partner because you have to face so many problems communicating to each other to fill out the gap of not meeting face to face. 3. Building trust in the relationship. The third stage of a long-distance relationship is to build qualities such as trust. Trust is the key foundation of any relationship. The foundation of trust can be shaken in a long-distance relationship. You cannot understand the circumstances of your better half living in a different place. It is entirely different from living in the same city. You do not know where they are and what they are up to. The level of trust in a long-distance relationship should be top-notch. When you are not living together with your loved one, it is hard to control different scenarios. Negative emotions try to impact what you are thinking. 4. Checking up on each other and plan your long-distance dates. The fourth stage of a long-distance relationship is trying to make things work and ensuring you get to see each other as often as possible. While in a long-distance relationship, you may be busy, your work schedule is not much. You may not be available for your loved ones at that moment. Nevertheless, planning can help you. You can plan when you are free and if your work schedule is free. Therefore, you can plan your weekend and spend it with your loved ones. Try to connect yourself more often and delight each other with your presence. Checking up on each other, planning a date, and cherishing all the beautiful moments with each other. 5. The stress and anxiety in a long-distance relationship. The fifth of the emotional stages of a long-distance relationship is when one or both of you start to get anxious about the distance. Stress in long-distance relationships about what will happen eventually can be challenging to deal with. This is another stage in the long-distance relationship. When you are not living with your partner or physically distant, it influences your overall mental health. Little things like your partner putting up a happy Instagram post can affect what you are thinking. This is one of the early stages of long-distance dating. The negative emotions capture your mind differently. You feel like they are having all the fun, and you are being treated in the worst possible way. This is not a helping step in your long-distance relationship. Not every day is Sunday, and we have different emotions to cope with. 6. Sending presents, flowers, and letters to your loved ones. The sixth stage of a long-distance relationship is to send each other presents or notes to let them know they are loved, even from a distance. Efforts in long-distance relationships are critical. While being in a long-distance relationship, you have to face so many things. You even have to enjoy your success solely, but sometimes if your partner is free, they will come and surprise you. But if they are busy, They may send you some gifts and love letters, which will be so special for you. 7. Post-visit depression. The 7th stage of a long-distance relationship is when you feel depressed and sad after you have just visited each other. Feelings of sadness and depression in long-distance relationships can be very common. It is hard for some people to accept the distance in their relationship. They might be depressed about it and have anxiety and question when we will meet them. Are they the right choice for us? However, we have to overcome this feeling if we love our partner truly. Talk to them and clear out all the assumptions in your mind. 8. Perceive your relationship differently. The 8th stage of a long-distance relationship is when you may have differences of opinion, especially when it comes to your relationship. You should always think about different ways of making your relationship strong. Think differently out of the box. Act mature adults who are deeply and madly in love. Do everything to strengthen your relationship. Think about your good days with your partner. Always encourage the little things you both are doing. All the efforts matter a lot when you live away from your partner. Try to establish a connection with your partner emotionally or spiritually. 9. Moving forward. The 9th stage of a long-distance relationship is understanding the way forward. There may come the point in a long-distance relationship where you feel like it will not work. You tend to realize that it is irrational to maintain your relationship. You lack the feeling of physical connection you have with the other person. You have certain regrets and doubts that are overpowering your relationship. I will tell you that letting go is a wise decision for the peers around you. Your family will give you the bright side of your future. You will think that it is better to end the relationship for the well-being of each other, and it is time to move forward. 10. Commitment in a relationship. The 10th stage of a long-distance relationship is finally committing to each other. Nevertheless, if you see the other side of the coin, you will see heartbreak. Deep inside, you will feel connected and committed to your better half. However, you will have your weak points, but letting go is not a choice. Do not commit to a long-distance relationship because of any fear of breaking up. Commit only if you feel like committing to this relationship. If you both feel like staying together, you can work things out. In the end, not every relationship is the same. Every couple feels and behaves differently. You might skip some stages and encounter some of the stages. If you are more like friends, you tend to skip many stages because you know the other person inside out.
Like this video and subscribe to this channel for more important tips like this.